And welcome everyone to Klagenfurt, Austria, where we have 3 World Championships being played in the same week. This is the World WPA 8-Ball Championships between our reigning and defending champion, Francisco Sanchez and Shane Van Boening, Captain America. We are down to the quarterfinals. This is a race to 10, playing 8-ball under WPA rules. $75,000 first prize. The man you're looking at right now actually won $60,000 last year in Puerto Rico, and now he's looking to increase it by $15,000 more for this prize. So a total of $75,000 for the winner, and he's got to get past this man, Shane Van Boening. And then one more match after this for the final. For a semifinal, and the final will be on Sunday night. This is George Stacha in the booth with Daryl Peach.
Hi, George.
World 9-ball champion. He's going to talk to all the action. That's what's going on this 8-ball game. Here we go. Sanchez to break first. He has been playing extremely well. He is yet to be challenged. He defeated Roman Heibler 8-1, Daniel Gutenberger 8-0, Mika Immonen 10-3. Now Oyuki Oi 10-2, and that was for the final 16. Here we are in the final 8, and he meets Shane Van Boening.
Yep, and first break's a dry one, which you wouldn't have wanted to see.
This is a dangerous man that just stepped to the table.
Oh yeah.
And the dangerous one just left too. Francisco Sanchez, a WPA 9-ball junior champion from Spain, but in 2023 he is also the WPA World 9-ball champion, the 2022 World 10-ball champion, 2022 Billiards Digest Player of the Year.
So looking at the stripes, first glance, only problem I can see is that 8-ball, the all-important one. The 4 absolutely glued to it. So probably going to use this 13 ball and try and flick the 8. Got the 15 waiting over the side.
Well, that took care of your 8-ball problem. Now, what about that 14? It goes by the 1, seems to. Shane Van Boening, 2-time U.S. Open Bank Pool champion, 3-time U.S. Open 8-ball champion, 2-time runner-up, 4-time U.S. Open 10-ball champion, and a 2-time U.S. Open 1-pocket champion. And of course, for the big one, a 5-time U.S. Open 9-ball champion, and the only player to win it 3 years consecutively. He does not have a World 8-ball title. He just got his 9-ball title last year.
Yep. 12 ball over the side. He's going to leave the cue ball somewhere near where the 12 is. Just delicate shot.
Yeah, so you can just slide over for the 13. Notice how he plays angle to angle, folks. He'll just go right across for those amateurs out there. And Daryl will describe all the professional action for you.
Well, I'll try.
Daryl's a 2007
2007,
champion.
yeah. Probably try and get tight on the rail here. Wouldn't normally, but because of the 6 and the 7, just made it tricky to leave the cue ball high on the 11. It's got a little bit of angle, so you can either draw it with right and spin, come to the center of the table, which Shane's choosing to do. Just that spin, bring it into the center of the table. 8-ball in the corner.
And notice how he attacked that rack like a surgeon. Didn't touch an other stripe, other solid, just opened everything up for the stripes. Just like a surgeon, very surgeon-like he was there. Wins the first game, runs the table out off of Francisco Sanchez's dry break.
Can I just mention something, George?
Of course.
You might know more about this than me, but I noticed I was in this arena early this morning, and a good hour and a half, 1.5 hours before the match, Shane was in here practicing. All the other players come in maybe half an hour, 20 minutes before the match.
In fact, that is a very good observation. This man works hard as anyone, if not harder, at his game. If he has a match, he's either watching the stream table or the table he'll be playing on to see how it plays, or he'll be on a table practicing. He did. He was on a side table for an hour prior to this match starting. And Francisco, for instance, was relaxing about 20 minutes before the match, moved into this table and was hitting balls here. Shane didn't bother. He just came, stayed on the table he was on, and now has come onto this table. He works on different aspects each time.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, Shane's broken dry, so that's 2 dry breaks, 1 apiece.
And it's unusual. Shane in his match last night, I believe, had a 7-pack, breaking runs. Francisco Sanchez, just going by the scores, he's had 5 and 6 packages, rack packages, in many of his matches.
Just weighing up the options here. It looks like the solids are the best set to take. Mainly because of that 11 ball. Only available into the top right corner, so choosing the solids.
Francisco, I believe, lives in Salamanca, Spain. He's from Murcia.
So he's going to move the 2, and he'll want to get rid of the 6 as well, because that obviously opens the path, same pocket for the 5 ball. Just got a bit of a skid there, you know.
I'm surprised he didn't draw it. Well,
watch the cue ball jump when it hits the 2. See it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just skidded on him. So it didn't come out as much as he wanted it to.
Yeah, because see, now he's got to run into the 5 or open it up with English, and the cue ball will track towards the 8.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because it's quite a thin cut on this 6. I'm not sure if he can go across. It looks like he's going to catch the 5, so yeah. Oh, he's managed to avoid it. Yeah,
it's got to come out. It's got to come out, and just enough, I think.
Yeah, so the 7 goes in the side, past that 11 ball. Probably 2 rails over close to the corner pocket. Yeah, just spinning it round. Well, it's the wrong side of this 7. See, the angle's taking the cue ball away from the 4 ball up at the top end of the table, and there's a lot of traffic. So he's looking, well, he needs that to spin, and it has. Path between the 12 and the 8 up for the 4. So you would think he would play for the 8 ball in the opposite corner pocket, diagonal. Just depends how thin this 4 is. Yeah, so it looked a lot thinner than what it was a lot thinner than it looked, so played for the 8 in the side.
And there's the 8-ball. And again, not to be outdone by Shane, Francisco Sanchez takes his surgical approach to that table and runs it out off of Shane's break. And they're tied at 1. Both players working off the other's break. This is a race to 10. This is a quarterfinal. We have 3 other matches going on at this time. One between Eklund Kaci versus Wojciech Szewczak, and then Mario He and Sanjin Belivanovic, and local hero here, Max Lechner versus Hijikata Hayato from Japan. 8 gentlemen left in this World 8-Ball Men's Championship. This gentleman has been attacking everyone beyond belief. Breaking from the side. Oh, I was thinking it was going to be a dry break, but that 14 just worked its way to the corner pocket, and now he's got an open table. They're spread out.
First glance, looks like solids. Main reason is because of that 6-ball and 10-ball you see on the left side of the table there.
Yeah, I think if the 6-ball wasn't there, he would take the stripes.
Yeah.
Predator sponsored Mr. Sanchez, Kamui, which is also a sponsor for this tournament.
If you remember the last rack, that 8-ball is virtually in the same position as the last rack.
Almost dead in the center of the table. It is in exactly the same position.
Yeah.
Good observation.
All that power going into that break, and the 8-ball finishes in nearly the same place. Wow.
Well, to tell you the truth, I think he's going to have to take solids, because other than that, is it 13 right next to the cue ball?
Yeah.
That's the only other opening shot he would really have.
So 1-ball next. 6 and the 2.
Now he's going to have to find his way down table for that 7-ball. It's only got 1 pocket, so he'll have to come off the 3-ball for that, you think? He'll take care of that business up at the upper end and then come down for him?
Yeah, he'll play this 6. He's trying to get on the 2 nicely so he can come down that side of the table. Just see how he lands on this 2-ball. Played it with right spin to make sure he got that angle bouncing off that back rail. Had to use that small extension, just stretching slightly. Easy position to get on the 3. So this is it, the crunch part of the rack.
Daryl, does he have enough angle to get on the 7? That's his key right there.
Not from this shot, no. He would have to play a punch. Got to play for the 5-ball. Well, he has played the punch. And played it absolutely perfect.
With the perfect angle to lay for the 5 right there. Just pocket the ball, drop maybe 3 inches.
Oh.
He's missed the ball. And that was to hold the line for the 5. Watch.
You saw him jump up. His head was up.
Yeah, he moved on the shot. I
know the
noticed
cue ball hadn't even reached the 7 and his head was up. So first big mistake from Sanchez Ruiz. And Shane will be licking his lips at these.
Well, his opening shot is not exactly easy shot, but for this man, we'll see.
Yeah, nothing needing to go in this corner where the 7 ball is, so a little bit of a surprise. He wouldn't have been expecting to be at the table this visit. Absolutely not.
No kidding. Nice, neat pattern. Each ball leading to the next position. Minimal cue ball movement.
Whoa!
Oh, well, hello.
That was a huge skid. Huge skid. So that's 2 in 1 rack.
And the referee jumps up to clean the cue
Watch
ball.
this cue ball jump. Boom.
Now that same little jump on the shot that he missed down here earlier that Francisco Sanchez missed, it did the same thing.
It did.
We've seen it a couple of times now.
That's amazing.
Francisco never expected to get back onto the table. He's left himself dead straight in. He didn't want that. He's going to have to leave himself a shot on the 8. Not an ideal one, but a shot.
You can just raise the butt of the cue and stop the cue ball. There's just enough room to get the tip. There you go, he's raising the butt of the cue. Just going to stop it there. There's no choice, really.
Now, even though the players are very capable of making shots like this and very likely to make shots like this, they don't want to play shots like this. They want them nice and straight in, nice and tidy, and nice and close.
So an unbelievable slice of bad luck for Shane from Boening. Huge skid on that 15. And after an initial mistake from Francisco, he's ended up getting away with that rack.
Yes, he did. And if you notice, the referee recognized the fact that that ball had skipped or forced the cue ball to skip, and he cleaned that one too. In addition to cleaning the cue ball, Shane looking pretty unhappy in the chair there. This is game number 3 they just had, and the score is 2-1. Sanchez to break, as it is winner break. WPA rules: if there's a scratch on the break, the incoming player gets the cue ball behind the head string. Max Lechner is out to a 2-1 lead over Hayato. And Sanjin Pelovanovic is tied with Mario He. Wojciech Szewczak just went up 2-1 against Eklund Kaci. Kaci joined here at this World Championship by his younger brother Gledio, who is also doing extremely well with the juniors and had a good run here in this World Championship. Did he get to the final 32?
He got to the final 32.
He got to the final 32.
Men's, yeah.
This is a 18-year-old young man.
Big break there. But it could have been nicer, you know. Can he get through to that stripe over the side pocket?
Oh, wow, look at the balls fly in now.
He wants to take stripes because they're all open, but can he get to one? problem with the solids is the 1 and the 7 ball tied up. And also, not sure if the 8 passes the 14 as well, so yeah, he's just playing the 2 ball, really close to it, but 2 ball onto the orange 13 in the corner. You can play a solid onto a stripe or vice versa, the first shot after the break. And if he does do this, you just got to make sure that 2 doesn't stay over the pocket, because then it would block that path for the 15 ball, the brown 15 stripe. He's played that well. So he wants that green 14 ball out of the way, just blocking the path for the 12. I think the 10 goes past. So he will probably take care of these 2 up table, yeah. And then be drawing this back with left spin, making sure he comes inside of that 5 ball. Doesn't want to be going behind that.
The closer he gets to that 5 ball, the easier his shot on that 10.
There you go, he's inside the 5 ball. He doesn't want to be bridging over it though. I think he's okay. May have to take the 10 now.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I don't know if a 10 goes by. Good look at the balls there, the reflections, and the little piece of chalk on there. Little chalk mark. Oh, he's solved this one just fine.
Yep, so little punch in and out between the 8 and the 12, sorry.
The 2 stripes.
Yep, and as long as he hasn't got too much angle on it, he's going to do the same between the 8 ball and that's brown 7 ball, using the spin. Just come back out. Lovely shot.
Nice crowd in attendance for this high level match. Extremely quality.
And in goes that 8 ball, so 3-1 lead. We're just going to take a short break. Back in 2 minutes.
Doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion.
Philippines are the world champions.
And back to the live action. It's been a great 5 days in Klagenfurt with these 3 world championships, the women's 10 ball, the world Junior Championships. We had a great match this morning, followed by this one. And this one, Mr. Sanchez from Spain in this international tournament. Speaking of international, we have a Polish player, an Austrian player, 2 Austrian players, and it's held here in Austria. Max Lechner and Mario He. Japanese, and Sanchez is Bosnian. 1 American and 1 Albanian, and of course, the Spaniard at the table.
Yeah, made that 9 ball in the side. Looks like he's got his break going for sure. But just finished a little bit awkward here. Also note the 8 ball. Looks like it only goes into that top left corner where he is stood now.
Well, if the 5 ball wasn't tied up and the 7 wasn't there, he is going to take solids after all. I was going to say he would take solids.
Playing for the 7 in the top corner where he was playing that shot from. He would probably have liked to finish straighter on this and actually move the 5 from this shot, but that's not possible now. He has got the 4 ball there over the side, which he can use. Well, he's just looking, see if he can get to that 5 ball. Looks like he's playing topspin.
He might play into the 10 ball to open it up with the 10, just like this. Just wants to move it a little bit. He made more of a mess of it. He was trying to move it with the 10, and now he's giving himself a. Now he's going to be forced to move into it.
Now he's in trouble. Yeah,
off the 4.
I think he has no choice because the 4 doesn't go in the side now with the 10.
Yeah, and the 2 doesn't go by the 6, so he's forced to shoot the 4 ball and open up the 5.
And he really.
The good thing is he might have a saver with the 2.
Well, I'm thinking he needs to get on this 5. Just a flick. And that, if it goes, does it go?
Oh, speed was lacking there. I think a little harder where he would have been in better shape. Now here's where the creative juices have to flow. What do you do from this position? Well, he's got 30 seconds to decide and maybe the extension. Well, he already used the extension.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
Plays in off that 6. What a shot that is. But his back was against the wall. He didn't have much choice. Very limited options. So from being in a bit of a tangle, all of a sudden, this rack is wide open now. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he put that inside spin to get back for the 6, get a good line on the 6. And it didn't work for him. It worked against him.
Again, looked to jump up on that, to me. Didn't stay down on the shot. So again, barring any bad skids, it's looking like these are all on. Not that much to do. Hasn't got to move the cue ball, hasn't got to break anything up.
I don't recall seeing the ball jump like that after it hits the ball. I don't understand what would cause that.
Yeah, and then we've had 2 already in this match.
Yeah, and we haven't seen it all week.
No. He's looking at taking the 11 just because it opens the path for the 15. into the same pocket, which would be his last ball. More or less a stop shot for the 8 ball if he finishes straight. So draw back a few inch. Well, he's got some angle, so he'll play the 8 in the same pocket.
And here's Shane Van Boening with that 8 ball, straight in 8 ball. One of the things you might be impressed with if you guys have a little time on your hands out there in computer land and TV land is Wikipedia Shane Van Boening and see how many titles he's had throughout his career. You're going to come up with, I tried to take a picture of it so I could save it on my iPad and have quick reference to it. It wouldn't fit.
No chance. Yeah.
No chance. It would not fit. So yes, did we have a bad skid? Yes, did he have a little miss there that cost him that rack? But keep in mind, Shane Van Boening is pretty much on his way to be the GOAT, or a GOAT.
Yeah, well, I think he's already there, to be honest.
Yes. 40 years old, born July 14th, sponsored by Q-Tech, How Tips and Rasson Tables.
Been around at the top of the game for so long now.
Oh, I've been commentating his matches in Las Vegas at the U.S. Open, 8 ball, 10 ball, 1 pocket matches. It's just since 2016.
Yeah.
And he's had 3 U.S. Open titles in a row.
Well, what year was his first US Open title? Can you remember?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I can tell you, actually, 4 U.S. Open titles, 2011. 2011, 2016, 2017, and 2018.
So 12 years ago.
Yeah, and a 2-time runner-up in 2014 and 2017.
So opting to take solids.
And that was an 8 ball. In 10 ball, it was... No, that was in 10 ball. In 8 ball, it was 2013, 16, 18, with a runner-up at 2014 and 2017. And keep in mind his 5-time U.S. Open 9-ball championships with the 3 consecutive ones in the middle there. From
Well, sorry, George.
From 2007 to 2016.
Yeah, I was just going to say, even though that 5 ball looks like it's behind or further past the 9, it still went. 4 does go into the side, I believe. So, like most racks, is just clearing this bottom half of the table enables him to maneuver the cue ball a lot less.
Now, would you like to get on the 7 here if you could?
Yeah, that's, if there is an issue, that's the only one. It's
Yeah.
very minor.
Yeah. You know, if Shane wins this game, he will have won as many games as Mika Immonen did against Francisco. And that's the most that an opponent has won against him.
So he's got on this 7 ball early. Draw across the table towards that side rail. Like to keep the cue. Whoa, used all the pocket there. 6 ball into the same pocket. Just using that spin and the side rail. Just note that it's easier to judge the pace when you use the rails. So a break and run from Shane brings the score back to level at 3-3.
That's the first break and run of the tournament.
Of the match.
Of this match, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, Shane ran out from Francisco's break, and then Francisco ran out from Shane's break the very next game. And they had those 2 games with the little skids in there in the uncharacteristic miss. Nice crowd here. There's little Sam Henderson. Adrian Prasad, who just won Tyler Steyer. In fact, Adrian, who you're looking at with the peace sign there, Tyler is one of his heroes. I asked him before his match, what 2 pros do you look up to? And he said Oscar Dominguez and Tyler Steyer.
Nice that he gets to sit beside him.
Yeah,
then.
he's sitting right there with him. Young man is from Sacramento, California, having a heck of a time. He won the semifinal, so he'll be in the final tomorrow.
I believe he won 6-0.
He won 6-0,
Yeah.
that's correct, over another American, Grayson Vaughn.
Okay, back to the action. Shane to break.
Nice check on the cue ball, but has anything gone in? There comes, nope, it's not going to get there. And the table will change hands.
Yeah, was a good hit, but no ball down. So if he wants to take solids, the 7 is on. It looks on. Yep, definitely on that 7 ball. The problem with the stripes would be the red 11 and the 13, I think it is, right on that side pocket. So probably going to take the solids.
Yeah, that's awfully tight. He's having second thoughts about that 7 ball.
Yeah, as you were looking at it,
It
there,
goes.
you see the red 11 is slightly nearer to the cue ball, but the contact point isn't. So this definitely goes. There you see.
And now things have opened up.
And he played down at that to stop the cue ball so that he can sort this 1 and 5 situation out. May even elect to try and move that 12 ball off the side rail.
For the 2 ball.
Yeah, just might have made things easier. I think he did actually, but just misjudged it.
Well, you know, to make things easier for himself, he could probably clear the balls up here on the right side of your screen as you're looking at it. And come to the 5, then the 4, and find his way up for the 8 in one of the side pockets.
I think he, I'm surmising the 6 goes past.
Well, he
But
could probably.
I think the shot is to play the 3 and then the 6 and the 2 in the opposite corner, the left corner, as we're looking now.
I actually like that. Come down for the 4, and then you have the 8 in the side pocket where the 3 ball goes. Oh, he's going to take the 2 ball first. I see. And see what he's doing here? He's working his way to be able to follow the 6 ball for the 4, and then from the 4 ball he'll just bring it back, withdraw, and play the 8 in the side.
Yep, making sure he leaves that angle so he can come down the left-hand side of the table. See the big space on the left? Right where he's putting his cue now. All that space, so just made sure he had plenty of angle on that 6.
Now, I know for a fact that in looking at that, the way they have the 2 and the 6 laid, a lot of amateurs would have drawn back for the 6 in the side and then come down to the 4. If you overdraw it, you're on the wrong side of it, and now you can't get down to the 4. That's why I chose to play the 6 to the corner pocket.
Just want to mention again, it looked like that wasn't the best contact. You see how high the cue ball is? You want it to be much lower than this.
Yeah, he wants to run into this 11 ball. Barely. Whatever, he doesn't want to get behind it. He'll always have a shot as long as he's not behind the 11.
He's jumped up on it again. You watch this. If the replay, if the replay comes, watch his head here. Jump up. See? Up off the shot. And that's a couple of times now in this match.
Well, Shane doesn't mind this. Plus, the 4 ball's in a position that if Shane does happen to get in trouble, it's easy to play safe on.
And if there is one tricky ball, but he's had the chance to play straight on it now. He's just caught the point on the opposite side of the side pocket. Just tickled the point on the middle, on the side. And even though he's hooked here, this is a good chance to make the 4 in the corner. He'll be trying to use the bottom rail also, so 2 rails ideally. There you see it, just not allowed enough. But the 4 has blocked the 15 into this corner.
So, even though he missed the shot, the 4 was a productive shot, as you just mentioned. He blocked the 15, forcing Shane to maneuver to be able to do something with it. But again, just making it easy to play safe.
Situations like this, I mean, if he moves the 9 ball, the 15 does go across, but there's very little space to land on that 15. So,
and Shane plays this 8-ball game as good as anybody in the world, if not the best.
well, he's called no pocket, so he's made the ball, but gives the table up. That's surprising, isn't it? Unless we've missed something there.
Well, what he did was he's going to force him to move the 4 ball, left the 9 ball there intentionally to get this shot.
Yeah. Now it's turned out like this. It looked like a...
Now it's wide open. Yeah, I was wondering how he was... I was going to say just hang up the 9 ball, but maybe he just didn't care for that ball in the middle and didn't call it.
Yeah, basically he's
easy now.
He's asked Francisco to do his hard work.
Exactly.
Nice thinking.
Up for the 10 ball.
Yep, using the, if you look, the middle of each rail there, nowhere near any pockets.
I guess if he could land bad on that, that's as bad as he could land.
Yeah. Just got to raise the cue. Can still kill this. See there. He's still shaking his head.
It's funny what a perfectionist some of these pool players are. Some of us pool players are. And SVB goes ahead by a game, 4-3. We'll be breaking next. Let's take a look at our 3 other matches going on. We have Lechner over Hayato, 4-3. Belovanovic over Mario 5-1. And Kachi tied with Wojciech Szewczak at 2. Your 4 matches for the quarterfinals. There's a little bit of Austria. There's a little bit of Klagenfurt for you. Food. And the Spaniard took a break, stepped out of the arena, and Shane patiently awaiting his return. Looking around the room with a score of 4-3. Predator Arco balls with the reflection of the arena lights on this Arcadia cloth. Good shot of the arena. Predator Group, Reichert, Ocean Billiard Sport Academy, and Kamui Brand, the sponsors and partners. Q Sports International, partner with Predator Group. And there's your sponsors right along the wall there. ProBilliardTV on YouTube. WPA sanctioning events. 3 World Championships. EPBF referees. Shane's doing curls in the chair. In that group that you're seeing in the stands right behind the wall there is Simin Chen. What else do I recognize out there? Tyler Steyer over to the left with a couple of junior players. Who's up behind him? On the right side, I don't think you can see him over here on the right side, standing behind the referee on your right is a Spanish contingent, David Alcaide, Luis Arias from Venezuela, here with one of the juniors, Anthony Rodriguez, who had a good showing here at the World Junior Championships. There we go, right there. There's David, waving.
And there's somebody just popping up.
There's the Albin Ocean right behind him. Yeah. They're all looking up there. Albin was in the booth with me last night in the match. He was commentating for us. That's Luis Arias on the left there, the coach for the young Anthony Rodriguez, and he's a coach for the juniors and Latin America. I think somebody stole Francisco FSR. Where'd he go?
Oh,
here he
coming
comes.
back now.
Here he comes.
Here he is.
Man of the hour. Shane to break. 4-3. Well, this is where they've changed hands. We've only had one break and run in the match so far. And most of their other matches have been strewn with break and runs. Multiple break and runs.
Yeah, a lot of balls threatening the pocket there, but nothing dropping. So back at the table now.
Well, you know, I'm trying to think what is different about today from yesterday, where we never saw anything skid like we have, anything like that. And all I can think of was it was foggy outside this morning on the way down here. And they're calling for a little bit of rain. So, being that this is a sport arena, I'm not sure how much that may come into play of that weather sneaking inside and maybe affecting the balls, because that does have some effect.
Yeah, the humidity does affect how the balls react, and it affects how the rails react also on the table.
Which is why, are the 12-foot snooker tables heated?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, and so are billiard tables. Only thing not heated are the pool tables. And I know for a fact that we've had a few professional players suggest that pool tables get heated, which solves the problem of humidity.
Yeah, it keeps the consistent temperature.
And the
on
consistent
bed of
rails, too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so opted to take the solids. Finished with a fair bit of angle on this 6. Is he going to try and grab this? Doesn't want to play with too much pace. And play that very well.
And look at this. Look how nice he got on this ball. He can come back. If he's sure to hit that 14, he can come back and play the 5 to the same pocket. Or just come back and hit the 14 and play the, was it the 6 right next to it? Now he's in trouble. That's why, oh boy.
Yeah, that's loose, has to be said. Just trying to just slide across the top of that 5, nudge it a little bit so that it went in the opposite corner.
He's reached for the air rush for this short jump shot here.
Yeah, always fancied him to make it, but not guaranteed to be on that 5 ball. You see the cue ball trying to climb over the 7. So just a little bit too firm.
All the way down. It's the only shot he has. To the corner pocket. Just out.
Yeah, make that 3 or 4 mistakes now from FSR. You see there, he's not his usual self, that's for sure. One thing just to add now, the orange 5 has come and dropped right on that 15, so a bit of work to do for Shane still. So his brain's working overtime, trying to work away to get that 15 out and still have a shot. You want to do it sooner rather than later if he's going all out. So this could be it now. Got the 9. He's got the purple 12. He's also got the 15 itself, so just playing center of the cue ball, punching it down. Something like that. Good shot, but a little bit unlucky, I feel. Just I think he can get through to the 9 actually.
Yeah, if he can do that, he's in good shape.
Yep. Would have liked to have been on that 15 ball there.
Yeah, I think we're going to see quite a bit of cleaning on the cue ball.
Yeah, yeah. Has to play this quite precise. There's not loads of room there now. Needs that to go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, he's happy with that.
Nice little device.
Straight in on this one, so maybe the 8 ball in the opposite side.
And this 8 ball for a 2-game lead.
(5-3) to Shane. We're just going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back. Shane breaking, makes a ball. 3 ball just coming all the way around the table and dropping on the 15. But you look at the 9 ball there, so there's
Well, we got
options to move it. Looking at the 4, do you see the purple 4 ball up top end of the table? Doesn't go past the 14. So stripes is the set you'll be taking.
Does that 12 ball go off past the 3 for the stripes?
The 15. Yeah, that's what I mentioned at the
Oh,
start.
okay.
And the good thing is the 9 ball's there. So he's got balls to open it up close by.
Perfect.
Okay. He's playing the 9 off the 3. Nice choice.
It might not open up. No, at that speed it will. Shane's a master when it comes to 8-ball.
He's just looking there whether he's going to take the orange stripe and come underneath the 10, because the 3-ball is still blocking that 10 ball to the left corner.
A couple of juniors that were in the tournament in the back there, in the background.
Yeah, no real problems here. He's just making sure before he makes his decision. Needs that to stop. Needs that to stop. Just okay, I think. Yep. Again, asking for the cue ball to be cleaned. It just feels like it's bouncing off the rails a little bit. It does seem to be, actually. You see that cue ball take off then. So it's definitely playing a little bit more responsive off those rails. And again, nearly ends up, well, he is hampered, but nearly ended up right on top of the 2-ball.
And Shane increases his lead with a break and run. 5 games, 6 games to 3. 5 games in a row.
Yeah, and it's not like Francisco hasn't had chances. He has had chances, made mistakes.
Yeah, that one shot that where he tried to kind of push the ball instead of just drawing the ball off the top of it. There's Simming Chin. Lost in the quarterfinals, I believe.
So going more central this time. Made the 15 in the corner. Plenty of movement on that. Look at the cluster at the top end of the table this time. So lots of action on the pack there.
Actually, I was incorrect about that. Simming Chin lost in the final 16 round to Che-Yu Cho.
So if you look at the cluster near the cue ball, you've got solids and stripes that need developing. Well, Shane decides that solids are the best set. Nicely played, really controlled. So he's got, well, the 2 and the 7 to maneuver into the cluster there. The only problem he's got to be careful of is that 9 ball over the other corner. Looks like none of his solids are going to go past that. So we'll be looking to play all 4 of these balls in that corner, in that same left corner.
It looks like he's too straight on the 1, so he can't address the 5. He'll probably play the 7 ball next instead. And maybe try to get on it from there,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah. He was trying to land the left side of the 1 ball so that he could just flick that 12 out of the way and open up the 5.
Well, let's see who that is going to open, shoot the 1 and get on the left side of the 7 to come into the 5, but he doesn't have an insurance shot. He's trying to figure out a way to shoot this so that if he breaks him up and doesn't get a shot on the 5, he has a saver. And as you can see, he measured, and now he's got the hit where he wants to hit.
So he's trying to just miss that orange 13. Just a little nibble on that purple 12 ball. And
Kind of
that's
like
what he's
that.
got.
Perfect. Perfect execution.
Just caught it a little bit too full, the 12. So has got some angle on this 5 ball, and he's close to it, so the cue ball's travelling away from him down table. Now he's still going to be on the 7, but can he stay straight or short? He wants to be short. Looks like he can use the top rail, I think. Maybe not. Can't tell from our... Yeah, looks like he can use the top rail. Just missed that 13 ball.
He saw something, responded on that ball. So, wonder what chalk the players are using.
In goes the 8 ball.
Break him run number 2 in a row.
One thing about the chalk, it's the same chalk as they were using yesterday, so I don't think it's the chalk.
Okay. I'm just wondering why it has to be cleaned so much. There's
I think you nailed it before with the
humidity.
little bit of moisture in the air, so the chalk's maybe just sticking to the cue ball. That's the only thing I can think of.
Same here. I'm just looking for deep in thought. What do I do? How do I get out of this chair? How do I stop Mr. Van Boening? South Dakota. Well, he's not a kid anymore, so is it Captain America? And looking around at the scores, the young man from Bosnia-Herzegovina leads Mario He 7-3. Eklinkachi leads Wojciech Szewczak 4-3. And Max Lechner, the Austrian, leads Hijikata Hayato 6-3. Pelovanovic just added a game, so it's 8-3. Taking down the other Austrian in these quarterfinals.
Well, we just had a big break from Shane there. Parked the cue ball dead center of the table. Balls flying everywhere and nothing finding a pocket. So a chance for Francisco to really halt the progress of Shane here.
And Shane is progressing. He's just won 6 games in a row after Francisco won 3.
So first move looks like he's going to be playing the 5 and bumping into the 1 and the 6 maybe. Just opening them up. Now as long as he can get through to this, well, he could play the 1. The problem with this, taking the solids, if you look down table, the 2 ball looks pretty much tied up. There's not a lot round it, only the 4 ball to get it open. And the longer he leaves it, the harder it gets, because his options are coming down each time. So he's opting to
8 ball. Oh, that was scary.
yeah, took the
Ouch.
chance.
Yes, he did.
The chance came up with a perfect angle on that 1 ball. I have to say, he would have been unlucky if the 8 ball goes in there.
He'd like to have been a little bit more productive with that stroke.
Yeah, only small margins. He wanted to come back another 6-7 inch to be a lot straighter on this 4 ball.
He could follow up for the 6 ball. That's a problem. He could shoot it straight up and follow the top rail and then come down for the 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's got the angle to stay on
track for that.
Yeah, got to come over, and then he's got to come over to this right hand side of the table, and then there's not much room for error with that 15 strike there. If he overhits it by an inch, he's not on it. I feel that's the shot he's got to play though.
Wow, he attacked the other side of it.
Nice shot. Yeah, he didn't have the angle, did he? To go
Apparently
the other
not,
side, yeah.
But he wanted it now, so wow. That's precision with the cue ball there.
Yeah, nice recovery, positional shot. Eight ball down. Stops the rot. 7-4 now, Van Boening. Sanchez Ruiz to break next. Winner breaks, of course.
Keep in mind, folks, as you can see on the bottom of your screen there where the scoreboard is, it is a race to 10. That young man right there wants out of the chair and back on the table. He just wheeled off 6 games in a row. 3 were breaking runs. He willed that ball in.
Yeah, this.
Watch this 14 ball, folks. It was the head ball. He got
14,
kissed.
immense
Kissed.
spin. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it spinning.
Yeah, the spin carried it to the pocket there. But a real messy rack. 2 purple balls tied together on the right hand side of the table. And then a good, well, 6 or 7 balls, including the 8, all clustered up on the other side. So just looking if that 11 ball goes into the side. Is it 11 or
13.
13? Sorry.
They're hard to see with on the monitor. I keep confusing the 11 and the 13.
So when he plays this, he's going to play like a strong draw shot, move the 3 ball. Whoa,
Whoops!
Not that strong.
He didn't need that much strength on that shot.
Well, the only thing I can think of in playing it like that was he was trying to open that up and move the 4 and the 12 also. must have been what he was thinking. But that's another mistake.
And it's going to be a very costly one.
Especially now Shane can just, well, he's put the cue ball there, you see where he's put it. Just looking to see if he can play the 4 first. Very close to his work, but if he can get, well, yeah, it looks like he can just jack up. Yep.
Since he has 2 problems, he wants to make sure he takes care of the one, but doesn't. Oh boy. And that is something you rarely see a pro do, is to miss with ball in hand. But he wanted to address that problem, because there's another one. The 5-7 is a problem. The 2-1 are a problem. And so you want to take care of that one. And kind of overloaded the wagon a little, I think. No one is more surprised than Shane that he misses that shot.
Maybe Francisco is. But he wasn't expecting to come back to the table this
No,
round.
he wasn't. I don't think no one was happier than Francisco when he missed that shot.
This cue ball won't be moving much. Just a little bounce off the side rail. Looks like, well, the 8 ball only goes into the corner where he stood. Just a bounce. Just wants to come past so he can get his cue nice and flat. Now he's going to play back and play for the 8 in the side, I believe. Just requires nice clean cueing. Stay down on the shot. Struck it well.
And Francisco Sanchez comes away with the win. And we will go for a short break, commercial break, and be right back with a live action.
Welcome back, folks. FSR breaking. Trying to make something happen. 7-5 down.
First time he has trailed in this tournament. In fact, Shane has won more games than what he has lost in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
He lost 6 games in 4. Lost 6 games in 4 matches, and Shane has won 7 games.
Well, ball made in the side. Nice solid break. Yep, there's arguments for both sets here. the solids, nothing needs to be moved. The two top end of the table actually goes if you get on that top rail. The problem would be just landing nice on the 4, so that's probably why he's taking the stripes. That's unbelievable.
He's had some misses today. He's had some misses. And I still wonder about that draw shot that Customer came back with.
Yeah, very snatchy on that shot. He saw his cue, he delivered it, and then immediately pulled the cue back. No easy starter here for Shane, though. He'd like to take stripes. Well, he can get his cue to this. Playing the 12 or the 10. Plays the 10. Yeah, could get his cue. Wasn't hampered. It looked like he could be, but.
And that 3 ball saves him distance. Ends up in a nice location. Choice of 4 balls to shoot. Actually 5. Well, I was going to say he's going to come down for this 9 ball. Oh, he's on it. I thought he got too close to the 6.
Yeah, he didn't mean to be that near.
No, he didn't want to come that close to that 6 ball. Now it's routine. Oh.
Yeah, you can see the cue ball definitely bouncing more than it was for the previous days. Yeah, clearly visible.
It might be that little fog that we had this morning.
It will be, yeah.
That's made a difference. It's influenced these rails and the balls.
Whoa, that wiped its feet again. And then straight back in. Clean the cue ball, please.
Yeah, he's got a...
Yeah, he overcut that. That's the cue ball grabbing on the cloth. See, look at this bounce. This is unbelievable.
Wow. This that almost got him in trouble.
I think it still cuts, but
is he gonna play?
Could play it off the 4. Maybe.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Got it clean. Back on the...
Look at Shane's face. He's chuckling away because he knows it's not actually him that's...
And we'll go to a break. We'll be right back. Ball on the break. Shot on the 1, shot on the 7, shot on the deuce. If you want stripes, a little bit more difficult shots on the 10 and 13. That head ball just shot straight to the side pocket.
Yeah, he'd like to play the 2 and just draw it back slightly for the 7. But it is very close, so he's just looking if there's another option, another path.
While he studies what he has to do here, I'd like to get a shot of the front row right behind Shane there, of all the juniors lined up, watching Shane and FSR battle out 8-ball. All of them were in the junior championships.
Can't quite see the angle on this. You may have to draw
Above
side
the,
rail.
Yeah, above the 1 and out.
Back out, yeah. Well,
There it is.
yeah, the problem with him taking the solids is when you look at the 8-ball, the right hand corner is blocked and the 12 is always blocking a path for the cue ball into the left.
Is he going to draw back on the 14? Yeah, just to move it, make a little more space for the 1. Now he's got the 1, but he's looking to use that as his key ball. Oh wait, he might be moving the 8-ball here.
Yeah, he really doesn't want that 8-ball where it is now, or at least the 12 at least. Yep, that'll work.
And that'll settle things in for 3 more balls for a break and run to get on the hill at 9.
Yep, finished absolutely perfect on the 3. Just drop it in. 4 in the side. Well, looks like he's finished slightly short on this. Still shouldn't be a problem. Probably use the rail. Just bump it out. Yep. Again, cue ball cleaned.
And there he is, 9 games to 5. 1 game away from sending the reigning champion, Francisco Sanchez Reis, out of the tournament. And Shane will step into a semifinal if he gets just 1 game before Francisco gets the next 5. Probably looking up at the score saying, I need to get back to the table. Got to go to work. There's a good, all the kids there alongside. There's Joey Tate, Sophia Mast, Nicole Tate, Sam Henderson, Adrian Prasad. All juniors in this World Junior Championship. Watching this 8-ball World Championship. Winner of this match goes on to the semifinals.
Same again. Front ball. Rockets into the side pocket, that 2 ball. Arguments for both sets here. Probably solids is more open. You look at the 2 stripes together up top, and also the stripe near the side pocket on the rail. So
the 3 ball go by the 12?
Yeah, the 3 goes.
Oh, so then he's in good shape.
Yeah, probably 3-7 into the side. So when all the balls are open like this, he's just making sure going a route where there's the least chance of anything going wrong. Using his extension just to weigh up the run out. So 7 ball next. If he could get on the 6 nice and just slide the cue ball up past the 8, get on the 5, and the 4 ball's waiting.
Leaving him a straight in shot on the 8.
Yep. Just wanting a slight angle. Looks perfect. Play this with a, while he's going. A little surprised at that, to be honest.
He's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, for me, he's gone the wrong way there. I would have been drawing the cue ball straight back towards the 5.
That really took off that bottom rail.
It did, but when you look at where the 4 ball is, just, as long as you finish a straight on the 4, it's a simple stop.
Clean the cue ball.
Yeah, ref's been busy this match.
And this 8 ball to move into the semifinals and send the reigning champion out of the tournament. Shane Van Boening over Francisco Sanchez Reese with a score of 10-5. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been George Tejea and
Daryl Peach
bringing you the live action right here in Klagenfurt, Austria. Stay tuned as we'll bring you the ladies' semifinals next.